CNN, updated, May 26, 2018, 9:24 ISTSebi has been making inquiries since reports began emerging some 2 months ago about the dealings between ICICI Bank, Videocon Group and NuPower. The latest notice has been served on Chanda Kochhar based on information that ICICI Bank and its top executive had furnished to Sebi. Mumbai markets regulator Sebi on Thursday served a notice to ICICI Bank MD. The regulator has asked Chanda Kochhar to respond to matters relating to alleged non-compliance with certain provisions of the erstwhile listing agreement and the Securities and Exchange Board of India listing obligations and disclosure requirements regulations, 2015, ICICI Bank said in a filing with BSE. An appropriate response would be submitted to Sebi, the bank said in the same filing. Sebi has been making inquiries since reports began emerging some 2 months ago about the dealings between ICICI Bank, Videocon Group and NuPower. Latest notice has been served on Chanda Kochhar based on information that ICICI Bank and its top executive had furnished to Sebi. The regulator apparently believes that certain matters relating to the dealings between the bank's MD, her husband and the Videocon Group were not disclosed to the board, hence the inquiries. It is alleged that Venugopal Dutt, chairman of Videocon Group, had invested 64 crore rupees in NuPower Renewables, a firm owned by Deepak Kochhar. Prior to that, Videocon Group had got a 3,240 rupees crore loan from ICICI Bank in 2012. The loan was part of a larger loan that the diversified group got from a consortium of banks, including ICICI Bank. After the news made headlines, the CBI also launched a preliminary investigation into the whole affair. Earlier, ICICI Bank had said that there was no wrongdoing in the way it sanctioned the loan to Videocon Group since it was part of a consortium of banks that lent the money. Last month, M.K. Sharma, the chairman of the bank, said the board had full confidence in Chanda Kochhar and he had ruled out any quid pro quo in the ICICI Bank Videocon Group NuPower matter. Agreements require listed companies to disclose any information that is material to their regular business and which could have an impact on stock prices. However, there are no strict rules as to what information can be considered to be material. According to corporate lawyers, deciding what is material and what is not is usually left to the discretion of the management of a listed entity. In Friday's relatively strong market, the ICICI Bank stock ended 0.3% lower at 297 rupees on BSE, while the Sensex closed 0.8% higher. The disclosure from the bank to the exchanges was made after the close of the day's session. In video, Sebi serves notice to ICICI Bank CEO Chanda Kochhar and Videocon loan CASA. Get latest news. Download the Times of India news app for your device. Read more business news in English and other languages. Related: Tata Motors shelves sports car project race. Morbi penalized 12 banks for various violations in last 6 years. Government notifies 8.55% interest on PF for 2017-18, lowest in 5 years.